I was a professor in Strathmore for more than 12 years. I am among the most qualified professors we have in this country. And I'm standing here jobless with 5 undergraduate degrees, 2 masters, a PhD, 16 World Bank certification, and I'm jobless. It's not because I could not get a job. It's that I got a job and the president made a call to where I was working and asked them to fire me and replace me with his son-in-law. So his son-in-law is working in the office where I was working. And I'm asking myself, is that a president who has a heart? So even if people are annoyed and mad at him, will I sympathize with him because he can fire people directly and replace with his cronies? And I'm not the only one. All the parastatals, he has plucked people out of it and put people he wants. Kenya Gazette Notice has been very busy since the president took office. Hiring and firing and hiring, creating an office after an office, and replacing them with cronies. So I will be on the street because I'm there with all the 24 million Kenyans who cannot find a job, and William Ruto has put the economy on reverse gear. What do I mean? The Kenyans are qualified. The human resource capacity of Kenya are ahead of the economy because the economy is being driven from the reverse gear. And he has put the reverse gear, freezing all employment, like the budget for 2024, 2025. He has frozen the budget. And I'm asking myself like an economist, how can a budget of 4.2 trillion shillings not create even a single job? If the government has frozen a job, who is going to create these jobs for them? The president also simply said that he is going to take 500 Kenyans per month to Germany to work. By now, there should be 120,000 Kenyans going to work in Germany. Where are they? The president who do not want to create a job for its people, Kenyans are suffering. So the president is killing Kenyans and is killing them using a pen, which means finance bill. The finance bill of 2023-2024 was a death penalty to us. Now he has brought another one, which we miss that penalty. There's another penalty which has come, which is more painful, Finance Bill 2024. I'm on the street because it is personal, and this personal thing is not only to me. It is all other Kenyans who are employed. Imagine 525,000 students join campus, university campus, every year, and they have frozen employment. Meaning only him and his cronies can actually get jobs. So I'm on the street because I must ensure that I change my destiny. And I'm urging all Kenyans who share the same feeling like me, that we better go to the street and die on the street than to die at home of hunger. We are actually dead. So I've heard again that he has moved military artillery to State House. They are there, even the tankers in State House now, as I speak. So what I'm trying to say is that Marcos did the same. This is a revolution which is unstoppable. The only thing that will stop it is when we get our demands. And today I've left my house. You see, I'm dressed. I'm not dressed like a professor today. I've told my family, bye-bye. If you see me, it means Ruto is not the president. So I'm on the street to be on the street until the president resigns from office, because we have rejected the finance bill which he created. And also we have to reject the author. When you reject the eggs, we must reject the chicken also. So the cause of our pain is one, William Ruto. If you go on the road, you see potholes everywhere, nothing being done, that is him for you. You apply for passport, you see Ruto there. When you apply for ID, you see Ruto there. When you go to school, you see Ruto there. When you go to a petrol station, you see Ruto there. Even if you are sleeping at night, you hear tokens are over, you see Ruto in the tokens. So Ruto in the morning, Ruto in the midday, and Ruto at night when you go to bed. No, we cannot take it. We cannot afford William Ruto. Let him go to Abu Dhabi because he says he can raise funds. When you told him to use KQ, he said he used a plane from Abu Dhabi. He knows how to mobilize resources. Instead of bringing the finance bill that makes Kenya broke, let him go to Abu Dhabi, get the money from his financiers, and live his life. But he cannot live his life in Kenya. Let him go to Abu Dhabi. We cannot afford the president. We cannot afford his lies. We cannot afford his misleading statements. We cannot wait any further. Our patience is done, and that's what he's facing. Thank you. So we go to the second segment. When you're ready, tell me. I have heard this statement coming from Kenya Kwanza leaders, including the president, that he wants to talk to Gen Zs, or he wants to talk to the people who have organized this mass action and mandamano. Let me tell the president that he has intelligence and he knows the truth. We don't want to hear propaganda. No one is organizing mandamano. The organizer of mandamano, or the leaders of this mandamano, is one thing: the economic pain Kenyans are having. If you want to talk to the leader of this mandamano, talk to the finance bill. Talk to the economic pain we have. You are supposed to be the father of the nation. You should provide. If you cannot provide, get out of the way. We have enough people who can provide. So what you are trying to see here is, I've heard many propaganda saying, I've heard, for example, Soros saying that there are some people from abroad who want to sell products in Kenya and has brought money. Where is that money? Let him tell us where the account money is. My M-Pesa here is almost full. Where is this money coming from? And let me tell him, when I began the demonstration on 1st of June, did he not arrest me? I was the first person to be arrested because of the misdeeds of William Ruto. When I was arrested, and I told him, you can tie my hands. You cannot tie my head. You cannot tie my mind. You cannot stop my spirit. So that spirit I'm talking about is the one dealing with him. And this spirit will not leave him until he actually calms down. You hear people saying, Ruto must go. People are saying, Zakayo shuka. Kama hujui penye ngazi iko, tukuonyeshe. Shuka chini. Kwa sababu we are tired of the president plus all his lies and all his finance bill and all his budget and policies. The economic policies is shrinking. I can tell you, the president is trying to find the Kenyan destination using the wrong map, and we cannot wait for forever. For him, he's enjoying shouting at us, live within our means. Some of us have no means at all. The only means we now have, which we live up to, is to come to State House. The only means we have now is to come and tell you to withdraw all those economic policies and let Kenyans survive. If you cannot govern this country, just resign. That's what we are trying to say. Our means is over. The only means is to come to the street. That's how we are going to live. We shall drink the water, the sweat, the tear gas on the street from tomorrow until you come down. So there are no leaders here. The leader is that we are having a common pain. When you to a boda boda, or you are selling in the open market, the way you call them mama mboga. But for us, we know there's no mama mboga. Hakuna mtu aliza mboga hapa Kenya. We know that everybody's business must be respected. You cannot call somebody the name of the business they do. Whether you are a teacher, whether you are a doctor, whether you are a policeman, even the ones going to fight us tomorrow, whether you are a military, all of us are concerned citizens of Kenya because the economy is going the wrong direction. So all of us are feeling pain. So this is the common pain taking people to the street. There is no leader. If you are waiting for a leader, it won't work. And let me warn anybody who will be going to State House to negotiate anything on behalf of citizens. You cannot negotiate anything that will not be able to cure our problem. Our problem is one William Ruto. That's our problem. And there's no negotiation that can remove that pain from us. Since he took oath of office, since the Bible dropped down, our problems began and they are not going anywhere any further. So our issue is clear. There is no leader. The leader is a common pain all Kenyans are wearing. Even the person guarding you, who is your bodyguard, he has the same pain. Last time you were in Bungoma during Madaraka Day, your officers, the policemen, were having lunch eating bread and soda, like high school children. While for you, you are eating kuku, which is from there. You are eating ugali, eating nice meals. Other people are eating outside. A father cannot eat before their children eat. You are a father who comes home, eats very well, wipe his mouth, wipe their hands, then ask children, have you eaten? So this time, we want you to eat last. And by eating last, we mean we are coming after you on the street. Face to face, we shall meet. Where it will end, we don't know. Whether we die, we died a long time ago, because everybody has no hope anymore. The only hope is that you must leave office. And this is not just about finance bill. This is about your administration, which has taken Kenya the wrong route. And I can tell you, if you do not think twice, it might be too late. You better resign before the state goes into anarchy, because that provision is there. Because Parliament cannot impeach you in spite of the fact that you are doing the wrong things and you are buying them. Thank you. I want to take this time to encourage all the Gen Zs for having led what we as parents have failed. I'm not a Gen Z myself, because actually by all the generation, me, I'm a baby boomer. Baby boomers, for us, our work was to shatter all the cultural boundaries and feel like we are one as a country. There's no cultural boundaries that bind us. Baby boomers have intermarried like us. Most of us have not been married from our tribe. We are baby boomers. We shattered all the tribal boundaries. We believe we are Kenyans. We believe that all Kenyans are the same in the laboratory. If you test Kenyans, there will be no tribe. There will be no culture in our blood. We shall only have one Kenyan blood, which comes from our forefathers and ancestors. So that's who we are. We shattered that. And I want to tell Gen Zs that there's something the millennials did. Generation Xers did theirs. Gen Xers did theirs. Now Gen Zs, this is your work. God bestowed upon you to revolutionize Kenya and transform this country so that we can have good leadership. It is your moment. Let no one shout at you. You are not children. You are above 18. You have age of consent. You are educated. You are not just children. You are also citizens. And citizens, you have a right. And you can demand for your rights. When you come to the street, demand for your rights. I want to tell all policemen who are coming tomorrow, we are coming with your children. We are coming with your uncles and nieces. We are coming with your aunts. We are coming with your grandmothers. Please know that if you shoot, you might just shoot your aunt. You might just shoot your daughter. You might shoot your son. So don't listen to what you are being told by the head of state. Because what's happening is, his time is up, but yours is not yet. So his time is up, yours is not up. So ensure you protect Kenyans, be on the side of Kenyans, because that's the only side anyone can be. If you are on the side of the government, you are on the wrong side. The right side is being on the government, on the students, on the citizens' side. And we are just concerned citizens. We are nothing else. We are not terrorists. We are not anything else. We are not trying to demand something wrong. We are just citizens who are concerned, who are demanding their rights, and they deserve to demand for those rights. And no one should tell us what to do, because all of them have been defeated. Some of our parents have agreed that there's a system. Some of them have agreed that there's a deep state. Some of them have agreed that there are structures. But remember, Gen Zs are what I call mold breakers. They have broken all the mold. Don't tell us to go to the regional office to look for permission from the police. Those are molds. We don't buy molds here. For us, there's no mold. We know we have a right. We come to the street and we show our discontent and to show the government the direction, because we have listened for almost 2 years. No direction is going on. So I can encourage you, continue what you are doing, because if you don't do it, no more generation will do what you are doing now. It has been stored upon you by God. And I want to encourage you, do not be desperate. You are not fighting your own battle. You are fighting the battle of Yahweh. In Numbers 21:14, Yahweh has never lost a battle. Even if you read Romans 12:21, Yahweh always wins. And you will win. Don't be desperate. Do not be threatened by tankers. They are not enough to finish us. The ones which will remain will take Kenya forward. And for now, we are taking an oath. It is life and death. When it is life and death, our strategy is different from someone trying to save his life. For us, it is life and death. You save your life. Jesus said, if you give up your life, it will be given to you. If you keep it so tightly, it will be taken away. So we live tomorrow, we are giving our life, and that life will be given back to us. Thank you. The last one. Ready? I want to take this message directly to Parliament. Parliament needs to know they are not agents of State House. Parliament needs to know that they are supposed to check on the excesses of the executive. They are the third arm of government or one of the three arms of government. They should do their part. They cannot be able to be accomplices of State House to do what State House wants against the citizen whom they represent. What is your oversight role? What is your representation role? Why don't you play those roles according to the Constitution of Kenya? If you are lawmakers, why can you behave like you do not know law? You are called lawmakers. How can lawmakers claim they have a bribe? I want to go very clearly. That Parliament of Kenya, the 13th Parliament, has become one of the worst horse trading houses in the history of Kenya. If I compare the Parliament where we had people like Paul Mwite, we had people like James Orengo, we had people like Raila Odinga, we had people like Anyang' Nyong'o, you had people like Orwa Jode. This kind of parliament is just made of two geges who have no clue about what they are doing. Now, why am I saying this? It is in the papers today that MPs said they were given 2 million shillings each to vote yes for the finance bill. Now, I want to come clearly. I'm also told that after they voted yes, the MPs who voted yes were given 300,000 shillings thank you message. Now I'm hearing that tomorrow, the money coming there can be about 5 million shillings to pass this draconian finance bill. First of all, let me tell all the MPs saying they were being given. Please, can you name the names of who was giving you this money? Because you are leaving us somehow wondering. Who gave you the money? Who was giving the 2 million shillings? Who gave the 300,000 shillings that you are saying? We are the ones saying, you're the one saying it. Can you come out clearly and transparently disclose so that the Anti-Corruption Commission can take the cases forward? Why are you doing this all in darkness? You are looking for social media sort of, let's say, a sympathy, so that people don't come to attack you. So you say, I was bribed and I voted no. Who bribed you? How much was he given? Where did he give you this money? And what was the instruction? And did you follow the instruction? We want people to name names. If you are mature enough as member of parliament, name the names of those who gave you money. And I want to urge you tomorrow, if you betray Kenyans tomorrow by passing the bill in the name of working for the president, you will know very well that we own the street. So long as we own the street, we do not care who owns parliament. We don't care who owns State House. And we are going to ensure we deal with all of you using our sovereign power. Sovereign power means take the power in your own hands and take it to the state, so the state can be answerable. But I also want to urge everybody going tomorrow, let us behave within the constitutional matters. If you look, all the people demonstrating, no one has broken the law. Violence has not been there. In fact, the president said himself. We also know very well no one has destroyed property apart from them destroying our own lives and property. I want to end also by urging the state, please release all the people you have arrested, you have abducted, and stop arresting people. Because tomorrow, if you want to arrest them, you are going to arrest numbers you cannot handle. And when we go to the cell, we shall start fighting even inside the cell with the policemen. It will become chaos. And in the end, we are looking for all strategies possible. How can we prove a point to this government by telling them that people's power cannot be taken down? All the powers they are using are not your power. They are delegated powers, and they can be recalled back. And that's why we launched Mwananchi Bill, to use the constitutional means to remove this government from office through recalling the president and deputy president. And I want to urge Kenyans, be peaceful tomorrow, demonstrate, do not be afraid, no one should scare you. I ask the government not to use force against its own people. Remember that force you want to use, the power you want to use against Kenyans, that power has been given to you by the very Kenyans you want to mistreat. So we shall take it back if you misuse it. Thank you.